Welcome back to Crooked Creek. We have a bunch of tasking to do around the farm today. As you can see, the wheat fields we planted have grown up weeds, so we need to do something to take care of that. And I think they need fertilizing too. And before we do that, if you look over there, I believe we have the last input we need for this step of our shed. So let's go take care of that first. I'll just throw the front loader on the John Deere here. We'll get they should be wood beams. We'll get those over to that shed and then see if it has multiple steps and what kind of inputs it's going to need next. Hopefully it's stuff we can make. I don't know. It's just a shed. It shouldn't need too much, you wouldn't think. We've already put, planks and long planks into it. Now we'll be putting wood beams into it. So, oh, don't hit it. Let's lift this up so we can get... Oh, it wasn't high enough. Alright, lift it up a little higher. Get myself squared up. Here we go. First day driving. Never done this before. That's what it seems like. Alright. Yes, these are indeed wood beams. So we'll bring these right over to our shed. I want to check here before we go too far. I want to check how much wood is left in here. See if we need to get wood for it. There is 7,490 out of 14,000 liters in there. So it's halfway full still. We can run for a couple months yet. So that's not dire. Let's bring this right over to the shed and see what this does. I wonder if, since this is the last input for the first step, I wonder if it'll at least show like a partial building, if not the full building. Find out. Drop that there. No, drop. All the way off the forks, please. Thank you. There it goes. It took it. And no visible... Oh, it's using it. It uses them up one at a time. So I guess we gotta wait until it burns through all 1,000 liters of that before we find out what it actually does. But while that's doing that, I don't think we have anything else to do with the front loader. What I want to do here, let's just park the John Deere. You can just sit right here. Let's grab the Challenger. So I want to run down to the shop. We are $60,000 in debt, but I'd like to get a hoe. Weeding. It's 36,000. We have 2,000, so if I borrow another 35,000, we'll be able to buy that. So let's do that. So that'll bring us up to $95,000 in the hole. Heck, we'll go another 5, make it an even $100,000 in the hole. Once we can do our harvests and stuff, we'll start digging our way out of that hole. And once we no longer need the stuff that the sawmill there is producing, once we don't have to use those to build our shed, we can just sell what we get out of there. We'll start making money from that. Our goats are producing. We have like 99 liters of milk right now. But I think we have enough grass to last them a year. So if we get the stuff to turn the grass we get off of that field into silage, we'll certainly make a good amount of money. Plus, once those goats start reproducing and we get more goats, it'll be more milk quicker. And then I'm still thinking like one harvest of grass off of that might be enough for a year, even with that pen full, to feed all the goats. So one harvest would go toward feeding the goats, and then the other, we should be able to get probably 2 more harvests if we do it at the right time. turn both of those into silage, and that would be good for making us money. And then if we do get cows in the future, it'd be really good for already, you know, starting to have the things that we need for our cows. But let's go ahead. It's 36,000. We now have 42,600. So we are going to buy this guy. I wonder how heavy it is. 3 tons. So I should have brought a weight with me. I have a good feeling this is going to tip us back pretty good, but that's okay. Let's buy you. Okay. And then I want to look. We didn't have a different kind of weeder already, did we? I don't think we did. Oh, I forgot we had that auger cart. We've got all sorts of good stuff. But no weeders. We may get rid of that little windrower because that didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. Maybe could have brought that up with me this time when we were coming to buy this, but that's okay. You know, live and learn. We'll be back to the store again at some point. Oh, we do have a little weight on the front of this. This should be alright then. How old is... No, see, this is fine. This tractor's big enough for it. How old is our wheat? We planted the wheat last month. So it is the first growing stage. So we should be able to drive on it with the tires that we have on here without destroying our crops. And you know what? If it does destroy the crops, then we just have tram lines. And we can use those again next time we need to do something. Alright, I'm going to drive this back over to the field. And I will meet you over there. Alright, let's see if it says what kind of weeds. Weed medium. Okay, so... it all says medium. That's fine. Because the hoe, as opposed to a weeder, will get rid of medium weeds. I just wanted to make sure it didn't say large, because those it will not affect. So this should, in theory, completely remove whatever weeds are in the field currently. Let's test this and find out. It'll be really easy to see, because they're all brown because of the season. It'll be really easy to see if it's actually taking them out or not. Oh yeah, see now that looks like it's doing a good job. Let's pull up the map, and this will be super easy to see. Yeah, okay. Maybe hard where that needs rolling background. There, that's a little easier to see. You can see it's clear of all green where we just did. So I will go ahead, I'll roll this field, and then I'll roll the big field down there down the hill. Not roll, but weed. Get rid of the weeds, and then we'll move on to the next step, which I don't currently know what it is, but we'll figure it out when we get there. I'll see you in just a minute. Outstanding. Look at what a good job this thing does. I'm so happy I bought this. Great purchase. It's like, it's so unusual when you spend a bunch of money on something and it actually does such a visibly good job with so little effort. Like, truly one of the best purchases I've made in game. Where are we going to put you, though? That's the question. Let's see, will it fit in a bay in the inside? Do we try to stick it in a bay in here? Or do we... Let's go put it with the other equipment in that other shed. That probably makes more sense, doesn't it? Because I think it may be a little too wide or a little too tall for in there, but it can fit in here. Sure, why not? Go just here. Stick it up against the wall, because that'll take up the least room. Push it in as tight as we can. Oh, that'll be it. Alright, so I think we need to fertilize, right? Fertilizing needs to be done. Oh, I can't tell which level of fertilizer. Here, let's walk over and see. It'll tell me if I look at it. These are 50% fertilized, so all of our fields need fertilizer. We don't necessarily have to do that right now, though. While we're over here, I can't see if there's anything spawned over there. Let's drive over there real quick. Because the fertilizing just has to be done prior to harvest. We could put narrow tires on a John Deere. Fertilize in spring. I don't know if we could put narrow tires on that trailer, though. May have to take a second look at that. Do we have anything in here? Ooh, we got mushrooms. Okay. We do have mushrooms. Let me turn around. I want to see... What did we plant over in this other field? Canola? Just want to take a quick peek and see if I drive on the canola with regular tires, is that going to damage it? Find out right here in the corner. No, that looks fine. Yeah, I think we're okay. So, let's hook up the fertilizer spreader. And then I want to jump in the John Deere, bring those mushrooms over to our little farm stand. And then we can jump back in this and do the fertilizing. There should be fertilizer in here, I think. No, it's lime. Okay. Did we have anything that needs lime? Just a couple little spots there. So we can get rid of this. I think if we do it over by this side, was it? Yeah, because we have the fertilizer all there. So if we drop that lime... No, I didn't mean to do that. Just the lime, not the whole spreader. There we go. If I back this in to where that fertilizer is, if I can hit that doorway, then we can refill the fertilizer. Just a little back and forth. Wiggle it around until we're in front of it again. There we go. Alright. Then we can fill up the fertilizer. Then when we grab the John Deere, we can use that to move that lime into this corner. Back up a little more. And then we can fertilize basically all of the fields. That shouldn't take too long. We have $2,400 left. It's 4,000 liters of fertilizer. Let's see how far that goes. But for right now, let's park this. Jump in the John Deere. We'll put away the lime, grab the mushrooms, all that fun stuff. Let's look at how that thing is coming to. Has that taken all the stuff yet? I don't know how quickly it goes. No, we're only at 903 liters, so that's going to take all day or more to get through that so we can actually see what's going on with it. Put this right out here. No. No. A little higher. Point it down a little bit. There we go. Let's try that. That works. Just pop this right in that same door. Let's throw that John Deere weight on the back. I don't know how much them mushrooms weigh. Probably not that much, but that's alright. Right here, might as well grab it. Better to grab it, not need it, than need it, not have it, right? It's as easy as that, so... Alright, let's drive over and grab these... Oh, let me pick it up. There we go. Now it's not dragging on the ground. Hello, goats. Where's your ball? Where'd your ball go? Don't you bat at me. I gave you a ball to play with. Did you put it back in the barn? We'll have to look and see if it's back in the barn. I wonder what kind of mushrooms there are. There's two types of mushrooms growing in the mushroom hut. I don't necessarily know the difference between them. Oh, you know, also, I wonder if we need to water these greenhouses. 'Cause we really haven't done that in a while. I don't think. Just around this way. There we go. Need to go forklift if we're going to be doing a lot of managing these. So these are enoki mushrooms. I know nothing about mushrooms. Let's take a look, see how our water's doing. We've got, oh yeah, 1,500 out of 2,000 liters in that one, and 6.5 out of 10,000 liters for this one. So, okay, water's doing fine. We don't need to do that. Let's get this sold. I don't think we're going to get a whole lot for it. Maybe a couple $100. But a couple $100 is better than nothing, right? Start eating away at our $100,000 worth of debt. I think once our goats multiply and we start getting consistent milk out of them, I think we'll have a better time of making a little passive income with the goats. That should help quite a bit. So we'll set this right here. No. Oh, it already did take it. Okay. 1,638. Hey, that was better than I thought it was going to be. Not bad. I'm not going to complain about that. We're up to $4,000. Look at us. Heck yeah. Big money. Alright. Let me... Ooh. Don't ram it into that. Let me park this. And then we will... go grab the Challenger, get that fertilizer spread. There we go. You stay there, John Deere. Challenger. All right. So let me drop this down. And I'm not sure how wide this is going to spread. Let me do, if I pull this up. Okay, yeah, so it'll spread a real good amount, 30 meters. We'll just go right there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get all of these fertilized, and yeah, I will see you once everything's fertilized. Well, the fertilizer sure goes a long way. We only used 1,056 liters on all of that. We still have 2,944 liters of fertilizer. Want to look, just make sure there's no huge spots we missed. Okay, looks like there's a stripe on that one and a stripe on this one. Let me see if I can get myself positioned on this stripe. I'm going to go right down it. Somewhere like here. Oh, just off to the side, so that's probably close enough, but let's see if we can get zero in on it a little bit. Let's see how that looks. Perfect. So if we go straight this way, we should be able to get this one. And we'll go up there and see if we can get those two spots. It's worth it. I wasn't going to clean them up, but we have so much fertilizer left. It took so little to do all the fields that we might as well just do a little touch up here and there. You know, it's not like we're hurting for fertilizer, so that's good. And it should be that. Yeah, that looks good. A little bit in the corner, but that's fine. Let's run over and do that other major stripe. See if I can do this without putting up the arms and without hitting anybody. Almost got in a crash with that postal worker, but didn't quite hit them and got out of their way. I think that's somewhere like here. Oh, yep, I was pretty close. So let me go ahead, get squared up here and then back up to the edge of the field here. See how we're looking. Something like this. Even over a little bit. Get over here. Yeah, that'll be good. And we'll just run one straight up this way. I'm really glad that we're not destroying the canola by driving on it. I guess it's only been in a couple months, but that's okay. And let's call that good. Yeah, that works for me. Good enough. We'll go park this back where it belongs. So all our water is topped up enough. Our goats are fine for water and food. Our greenhouses are good with water. Our fields are all set with everything we're going to do to them until harvest. Our wood is about halfway full, and it's been running for a few months, so we got a few months worth of running out of that. It's November now, so maybe January or so we'll go do a deadwood contract, get some more wood to keep feeding that thing. In the morning when we wake up, we can look at that shed and see what that needs. Figure out how we're going to go about getting other things for that if it does in fact need more stuff. I don't know if we can buy inputs for it or if we will just be waiting until we can afford whatever productions it needs for the things that it needs. We'll figure it out as we go. I don't know. I'll park this right behind here. We got that one there. We'll put this one here. Yeah, that works. Cool. Okay. I just want to see if that ball's back. Oh, there it is. It's right up there. You're supposed to be in with the goats. I gave you to the goats. Well, I'm not going to do that every time we get on. Yeah, I think that's good. The bees have quite a ways to go before we actually have any honey worth selling. That's only 124 liters. Let's not stand in there with the bees. Yeah, I think everything's pretty good on the farm as far as like running and chores for the day. What do you think, goats? Oh, yeah, see, they agree. So, I think we're going to call that it for the day. I'm going to hang out here with the goats. And the next time we may basically speed run through the next few months until it's time to harvest. Our first harvest, which will be in August. No, July. Both the canola and the wheat will be good to harvest in July. We should get another grass. This would be the last one. So I think our next grass will be March or April is when that'll be ready to harvest again. But we won't have the money to really do anything with it at that point, I don't think. I don't know. We'll see. We might make some money off the milk and the wood. Maybe we'll speed run through the next few months, just topping up water on everything and checking that, and then see what we can do for getting more wood for our thing and selling milk. Yeah. So we'll have like one more random episode of choring to do, and then it'll be harvest time. And then we should be able to make some serious money, pay off our debts, and figure out how we want to start expanding our farm. But until then, thank you so much for hanging out, and I will see you in the next episode. Have a wonderful day. Bye.